In today's video, we find out what happens when the Spire Assassin meets the Spire Guard inside a Fortnite Battle Royale Season 6. This is a really exciting one which you guys have been requesting from the start, and we finally figured out how we're going to do this. So let's jump into it and explain exactly what we need to do. Now, first off, what we need to do is actually transport the Spire Guard from her Guardian post all the way to the Spire Assassin, who's at the Spire in the center. Now this isn't as simple as you think. If you guys are new around here, don't forget to tap that subscribe button. Roughly 98% of you guys watching this channel right now aren't subscribed. So tap that subscribe button, it really does help out and help support the channel even further. Let's jump on in. Alright, so we are landing in straight off at Boney. What we're going to do at Boney is actually clear out Boney as fast as possible. The reason we're actually doing this is when we go ahead and transport the Spire Guardian, they may possibly come through Boney because the impulses are a little bit unreliable. Obviously, we're going to be using impulses to transport these. For those that have seen the previous videos, you guys will know exactly what we did. And you can see after a little bit of time, we did manage to clear out Boney pretty quickly. I managed to follow a bunch of impulses, a bunch of shockwaves, and also the shockwave bow, which is going to come in quite handy when moving these this season. So the first task next was actually to destroy a bunch of the trees and start to cover the water. Trees get in the way always when we impulse, so we use the wood that we got from the trees and some stone to cover the entire water from here to the closest spire, which is the one by Lazy, I think, because we decided to choose that one anyway because it was the easiest in my opinion, but you know, we might have been wrong there. But you can see covering the water didn't take too long at all. A little bit of time spent on it, took about half an hour to cover in total, and once we finished this we were ready to go. Everything was set and our team had done a great job at looting. We had so much resources to get these over here. It's taken a few attempts, but I think we've got it for you guys. The time had now arrived for us to go and visit the Guardian, so we head over to the Guardian by Sweaty Sands and started to impulse her over the hill. Now in my opinion, I felt like the shockwaves were doing a better job. You can see here the shockwave just sends her absolutely flying, and she's getting pretty close now. So we've got it on a good distance. We'll get her out of these trees here. We forgot to clear these, so let's clear that one there and fire her straight up. And that's a lovely bow right there, which sends it into the river. Thankfully, we did cover the river, so which really does help out. And then a little bit later, we also got a great shockwave on her here, which I'm going to show you guys in the replay, which is a perfect one, which sent her right over the road towards Boney. And we kind of avoided the majority of Boney in this situation. Now, for some reason, it's not rendering properly Boney in the replay, but that's okay. And you can also see we're doing quite a good job. She's got a good distance on it, and we're going to fire some more shockwave bows up over here, see if we can get her going. Okay, that's quite nice there. And we'll see if we can get another shockwave in on her here, sending her in, maybe finally. Yes, that's got her. So she's basically at the assassin right now. So we're going to switch over and go and get the Spire Assassin. Once she was launched in right here, we now have to find the Spire Assassin. So the Spire Assassin obviously spawns inside of the Spire, but getting her out of there is quite difficult to do. Because she has that teleportation feature, we had to figure out a way of getting her out in the exact same time without the other one escaping, because this season there isn't any bounce pads inside of the mode where we get the bosses to move. So this required a lot of timing and almost perfection to get it right. So you can see the Spire Assassin was right here. What I had to do was bait her into the underground section so she wouldn't do too much damage to me, so I could get a perfect shockwave on her right there, and that sends her absolutely fine. And look at that land from me straight onto the zip line. Perfect movement right there. Here's a little bit of a replay of that so you can see that happening. Check that out, guys. The shockwave just sends her straight over the river, and that's like a perfect position for her to be. Now these two started actually fighting straight away, so there's your conclusion already. What happens when these two meet? They aren't friendly at all. They battle. But now we have to find out who's going to win between these two, because one has more of a ranged weapon whereas the other doesn't. So it was now Spire Assassin versus Spire Guardian. Who's going to win right now? Let's find out. So we're going to fire the shockwave bow in a little bit. That's going to send this one off this way, but that's okay. What we'll do in a second is switch to the replay so we can skip over all of these bad movements, which we do, which is all right because we're going to get these a little bit closer to each other. So let's fire another shockwave in. All right, nice, perfect. So two shockwaves coming in from my team right there. You can see they were battling it out on the hill up here. They're actually lasering each other, but they like to laser the players over the AI. Strange, right? I honestly didn't expect that to be the case, because I just expect these to just battle it out once they're focused on one target. I didn't expect them to switch constantly, but they were switching, so we had to get these two closer together. Luckily enough, with some few perfect impulses from our team, these two cross paths nice and closely. They're still attracted to the human player, so our human players do respawn and get out of here, because otherwise they're going to be affecting the battle between these two. This impulse right now could be the perfect one to start the action between these. You can see the Guardian's getting close, and she goes crazy crazy with that shotgun, dealing a total of over 100 damage there with her Mythic shotgun. You can also see the Guardian's making a little run for it, but another great impulse sends these two really close together, and you can now see they're battling it out with the Spire Assassin getting another 30 on her there, but the Guardian also holding her ground, making her way back home. They always like to walk where they were from. I don't know why, just in their programming they don't like to be this far out in the field. But you can see they are battling it out with AR versus AR right now. Again, no shots actually hitting right now just because of the field, the way it's structured. They can't get the shots on each other, but you can see the Guardian getting some shots off in the air on the Assassin right there. The Assassin seems to switch to the shotgun, gets only 16 damage though. This could be a close one though. You can see the Guardian gets in really close here with the Assassin, but luckily enough, the Assassin has to reload, allowing the Guardian to get some extra shots down, but still missing her shots. This is not good for the Guardian. The Assassin gets another impulse on, but doesn't get sent in. The Guardian is still backing up the best they can. They are retreating from the Assassin. They do not want to be close to the Assassin, which is quite a good tactic to be honest. But again, the Assassin gets sent in with another impulse. You can see these two are now fighting it out. You can see the Assassin's got the high ground, but the Guardian does actually do a great job right there, getting a good amount of damage on the Spire Assassin. But you can see she has the high ground in this situation, trying to get some lasers down with another great impulse, sending her really close, and another few lasers coming in from the Guardian. The Assassin has to be low right now. She's missing all of her shotgun shots, switching to a Scar, and still continuing to miss the shots, only hitting one right there. Some extra shots, two coming down there from the Guardian. Guardian's doing a great job right here. This is a really close battle right now. You see we're trying to get the Assassin in a little bit closer to the Guardian. The Guardian is backing up a little bit more. The impulse does send her in on a tree. You can see they're battling it out right now. Are they going to fight? What are they doing? Oh no, the Assassin is actually not fighting, and the Guardian, oh, the Assassin turns and decides to get some shotgun damage, but the Guardian is still suppressing more damage here on the Assassin. Doing a great job right here, the Guardian, suppressing that range of damage, which is really close, but they are in close combat right now. Will the shotgun clutch it up for the Assassin? You can see the Guardian is trying their best to get enough damage up, but the shotgun isn't doing enough damage just yet. The range is just a little bit out with 16. This impulse sending her in though, could this be the one? They're in close combat right now. This could be a little bit risky. The Guardian has to be low. The Assassin has to be low. Who's going to win? You can see the shotgun is dealing a ton of damage right now, and the shotgun finishes off the Guardian Assassin, and there you go. What a crazy battle between these two. You can see it here in my first person view. You can also see their names above their head from the Battle Lab lobby. But wow, that was an insane battle, guys. I could not believe the outcome of that. I could not believe the Assassin actually defeated the Guardian. She was so low. We can actually see how much health she had left. Roughly, we've gone back in. It looks like her shield has regen. Let's try and work out roughly how much health she had. So if we take some shots off with our bow, you see 179. That was so close. So she was basically almost being eliminated by the Guardian. What an insane battle between these two that was. I absolutely love that. If you guys did love it as well, don't forget to tap that subscribe and support the content further with code POSTBOXPAT in your item shop. It goes such a long way, guys. So enter it into your item shop. Let me know if you're doing it in the comment section down below. I will be hearting you guys, adding a few of you to let me know your epics. And thank you guys for anyone who has watched right to the very end. Much love and respect. Hope to see you guys in future content. And once again, this is By Post signing out.